Welcome, everyone, to Better Deals and Money, BDM for short. Thank you for being here tonight. Let's see who we've got in the house. Okay, shout out to Christina Collins, David Cushion, Don Chadwick, James Burrow. Welcome, Shirley York, Tom Leonard, William Stevens. Sure, we're going to have a lot more people joining us, but let's go ahead and get started. Now, the reason you're here is simple. We're about to show you how a $10 decision can turn into $496 in monthly income within days, not weeks, not months, not years. And this isn't hype. This is a system built on a principle that works every time. Give, and it shall be given unto you. Farmers understand this. You don't get a harvest unless you plant seeds. At BDM, we apply that same principle to money and dreams. When you sow into this community, your seed multiplies, not in months or years. It can happen within days, and you'll see exactly how it works. Think about your own reason for checking us out. Is it bills, travel, family, a project you've been waiting to start? Whatever your number is, write it down, because what you're about to see can make that number real. Picture this. A young Amish couple moves into a new home with almost nothing. One day, a neighbor knocks and says, "How would you like a barn?" The couple says, "We can't afford that right now." The neighbor replies, "No, you don't pay for it. We'll build it." And in just one day, 100 neighbors come together. By sunset, the barn is standing strong. The only thing the couple agrees to is help others build their barns. That's exactly what BDM is. We build each other's barns. We help each other raise capital. And when you join BDM, you're stepping into a private member club where we live by a code of honesty, generosity, and helping each other win. In return, you get a powerful back office loaded with promotional tools, tracking systems, and step-by-step training, so you don't have to figure it out alone. And here's the exciting part. Your very first 2 enrollments set your foundation. Work quickly, get your best 2 people, and you're already 80% whole. With just 4 total referrals, you've positioned yourself to go to the top. No monthly fees, no auto ships, no upsells, just a one-time $10 donation that opens the door. That's it. 4 referrals and you're on track for $496 monthly income. Fast. Now, this is barn raising for the modern world. The Amish use nails and boards. We use dollars and community. It's crowdfunding in its purest, most powerful form. And if you're wondering, how can I give when I'm barely getting by? That's why we created the Pay It Forward strategy. You can help someone join in a way that costs you nothing. And in return, the duplication helps grow your own harvest even faster. So let's start this journey together. First, we're going to watch a short video that shows you exactly how this works and how you can turn $10 into $496 in days.
What if I told you that traditional network marketing is fundamentally flawed? Why? Because you're expected to build a team of 10,000 to 20,000 people just to earn a meager $5,000 a month. That's an enormous effort for a return of about 50 cents per person. Even the Bible says the laborer is worthy of his hire. But in this industry, most people earn less than it costs to stay in business. They get discouraged, quit, and leave you to rebuild from scratch again and again. For many, work from home is do nothing and expect to get paid. Take one popular company promising $4,000 a month for doing nothing. That sounds great until you realize it would take 8,000 paying customers to make it happen. Spill over, it's a myth. At best, you'll get a couple of do-nothings who also bought the dream, and quit just as quickly as they started. That leaves you paying $20 per month with nothing to show for it. That's not opportunity. That's failure on steroids. Compare that with Better Deals and Money. Our motto, no work, no pay. However, if you refer just one good person that goes to work, that could eventually grow into a team of 8,100 people that would pay you $81,000 per month in the real world. So, let me ask you, would you rather 1. Do nothing and dream about earning $4,000 per month, which won't happen? Or 2. Refer one person who goes to work and have the real potential to earn $81,000 per month? While I was creating this video, a friend called and said that this same company just crossed 7,000 members. I thought to myself, let's see what that actually looks like on paper. Now, I could have used almost any company as an example, because frankly, they all operate the same way. However, this same company's product and pricing model are nearly identical to our discount and travel clubs. Both offer discounts on travel, hotels and other accommodations, dining, entertainment, and shopping. Their annual membership, $299. Our annual membership, $179. Their monthly plan, $60 setup and $20 per month. Ours, $55 setup and $20 per month. They use a 2x16 matrix, paying 50 cents per active member, which means you can never go wider than 2 people and never earn beyond your 16th level. At BDM, we pay $10 per month per active person with infinite width and depth, and it's not unusual to have people on your team go 100 levels deep. So here's the math. 100 active members in their company equals $50 per month. 100 active members in BDM equals $1,000 per month. That's 20 times the money for the same amount of work. And here's the real truth. 4,000 of the 7,000 members that were promised spillover didn't get any. They each paid $80 to join and earned nothing in return. Let that sink in. The company collected $560,000 from new members and paid out just $3,500 in the matrix, divided among 7,000 members. Because there are 124,000 empty positions in the matrix, the company gets to keep the breakage, which amounts to $62,000. If people really understood how badly they are being fleeced by unfair compensation plans, they would stop falling for the lies and false promises. At least half of the members will get nothing. The next biggest group will get 50 cents. And beyond that, maybe $1 here, a few $100s there, but not even the top earner will break $1,000. That's the sad truth about this industry. People keep doing the same thing over and over, hoping for a different result. But it never changes. And honestly, I understand why. For 3 generations, our schools have failed to teach math, common sense, or logic. But here's the good news. There is a better way. And that's what I'm here to show you. I'm John Austin. I grew up on a farm, where by age 3, I was my father's little shadow, feeding cows, caring for calves, and learning the value of hard work. I joined network marketing at 14 and went on to become a top distributor in 7 companies. I later helped design compensation plans for other companies, co-owned 2 companies, and ultimately created something better than all of them: better deals and money. After 60 years in the industry, from the trenches to the boardroom, I've seen it all. And the truth is, compensation plans are like slot machines, built to reward the few and drain the many, but the house always wins. At Better Deals and Money, we've created a compensation structure that pays up to 20 times more than traditional plans. Imagine earning $20 per hour as opposed to earning $1. Same effort, radically different outcome. At 50 cents per member, Company XYZ would pay you $4,000 a month with 8,000 people in your group. Now take that same 8,000 people in our BDM discount club, and you'd be earning $80,000 per month. That's the difference when you build the model to actually reward the people doing the work. We didn't create Better Deals and Money for the lucky few. We built 15 donation-based clubs to make it accessible to everyone, from a $10 gas club to a $20,000 elite club. Each one is designed to help you or someone you know cover real-life expenses: gas, buying that new car, shopping for healthy food without counting the cost, housing, and more. When you join one club, you're automatically grandfathered into all of them. For example, if you join at the $10 level and refer someone who donates $20,000, you'll earn $16,000. And your commission will upgrade you to every level you've not yet qualified for, which will allow you to withdraw future earnings at all those levels. Likewise, If someone joins at a higher level and refers someone at a lower level, their earnings are held until they upgrade at that same level. It's fair, it's transparent, and it actually works. BDM is an invitation-only private member club and a powerful crowdfunding platform. Crowdfunding has been used for centuries to raise money for charities, churches, schools, disaster relief, and more. At BDM, we apply that same principle to your everyday life, in a way that benefits everyone involved. Our travel and discount clubs offer over 1 million savings on hotels, dining, shopping, and more, often saving you more than you paid to join. But many of our international members don't have access to any benefits outside of travel and vacation discounts. And it was one of our South African members that asked us to create a charity club with a $20 monthly donation like our discount club. The difference being, our charity club has no activation fee, just $20 per month, which supports orphanages that use 100% of donations to feed children that otherwise go to bed hungry. As a member, you're blessed to be a blessing. Your giving helps others, and in return, your own needs can be met. Grow your team. Print business cards for each club. Hand them out at gas stations, grocery stores, car dealerships, and open houses. Give them to realtors and salespeople. When people see how BDM can meet a real need, they'll want to share it too, and your team will grow organically. Register for free. Log into your dashboard. Use the income calculator to map out your game plan. Decide how many people you'll refer in order to reach your financial goals. What you procrastinate doing today will likely not get done tomorrow. And not only will you lose, but so will the people you could have helped along the way. Don't just test the water. Make a sacrifice. Donate enough that it stretches you. Then you can expect a harvest. Join today, and let's build something incredible together.
That's just one of many great videos that we provide for you. And the best part, they're all personalized to you so that when someone enrolls, they will be coded to you. We all realize this isn't a perfect world, and the numbers we share are only examples of what's possible. But we also know the math doesn't lie. And with the right momentum, these kinds of stories can happen. Now, my income record happened to be with the first discount club in the network marketing arena. I was blessed to earn $100,000 in 90 days. And if I had only earned 10% of that amount, I wouldn't have complained. Naturally, your success will be determined by your commitment. Our goal is to have more people making money than has happened on any other platform. And if you're up to helping us make that happen, we will be here to support you however we can. In fact, if you have ideas for promotional materials or videos, put those requests in our Telegram support channel. Recently, we received a request from a new team that has recently joined us, which brings us to a second short video.
Turn $10 into $496 monthly, in days, not months. What if I told you that just $10 a month could turn into $496 in monthly income, and that it could happen in days, not months? Sounds almost unbelievable, right? But stay with me. Most programs out there promise big results, but you wait forever. Months go by, and you're still stuck at zero. That's why we built something different. This is a brand new pay program designed for speed. It starts at just $10 per month, so anyone can afford it. And the system is designed to move you quickly toward $496 a month in income. Not someday, not after months of grinding, but within days. And you don't have to stop there. You can scale up just as quickly to be earning thousands monthly. And here's the beauty of it. Low cost to start. Simple system anyone can follow. Results that grow and duplicate quickly. No hype, no gimmicks. Just a straightforward way to put real money in your pocket. Now imagine this. A simple $10 decision today could cover groceries, gas, bills, or whatever matters most to you every single month. All from a system that's built to actually work. Look at this chart. With just 62 people on your team, you are earning $496 monthly. One good referral can earn you hundreds of dollars monthly, and 4 referrals is all that you need to go to the top level of the comp plan and earn thousands. Not 20, not 100, not into the thousands, so you can cover your auto ship like other opportunities. That doesn't exist here. Just $10 a month to earn unlimited income. There are no other fees. So here's the choice. Keep doing what you're doing, or take one small step today that could create a $496 monthly income stream in just days. Click below. Get started for only $10, and let's build your income together.
Okay, so we'll be rolling out this new plan later this week. So keep checking your dashboard for that. Just know that we are here to serve you and enable you to have more success than you've had in any other venture. So let's take just a moment and talk about our dashboard. When you join, you can actually join for free. You'll get a dashboard that looks just like this one. This is a demo account that we've created. Here we have a getting started, fund your account, income calculators. I would encourage you to look at the income calculators, and this will help you to create your own income plan. Starting with Pay It Forward, you can literally, we have 3 different compensation plans, 1x2 matrix, a fast track, and a unilevel. And by offering to pay somebody into one of the 3, you will actually you'll never lose money. So for example, and you can choose the different ones here. All you do is click little check mark here. So the $10 plan pays $10 or $8 on the 1x2 matrix, $8 on the fast track, and $8 on the unilevel. So if you enrolled somebody that wanted to do the Pay It Forward plan, they would join 2 of the plans. You would pay them into the 3rd one. Your earnings would be $24 on that one person. You would pay $10 out of the 24, leaving you a net profit of $14. Okay, referral number 2 is not going to pay you. You're still going to pay $10 forward, minus 10, that leaves you $4 positive. Referral number 3 is going to pay you $24. That's going to leave you $18 running total. Number 4 is going to leave you $8. And here it kind of switches up a little bit. Now you're going to get $8 or $24. On the next one, you're going to get 8. On the next one, 24. On the next one, 8. And so on. You can show however many levels you want right here. You can increase the levels just to get an idea of how much you would earn strictly from the Pay It Forward just on the $10 plan. Obviously, and this works on any of the plans. If we went clear to the $250 level, if you paid it forward, that would leave you a running total of $350, and it just keeps getting bigger. But that's not where the magic really is. That's just where it begins. So if we go to the dashboard and look at the other income calculators, we look at the fast track, for example. If we take the $10, we're going to do an average of 4. Let's take this down to 5 levels. There's your $496. Okay, so on the $10 plan that we're going to be rolling out, it'll be a $10 monthly with just 62 people in your group, and you're not getting all, well, you could get all 62 if you wanted to, but you don't have to do that, because obviously people are going to duplicate because they want to earn, this kind of money too. Now, when we look at $496, I see that kind of as a turning point in people's lives. After interviewing many millionaires in this industry, what I discovered is that most of them, almost all of them, set out to earn an extra $300 to $500 a month. They had a realistic need and a realistic goal. And because the goal wasn't so big, they were willing to stick with it, whatever they were doing, until they could earn that $300 to $500 a month. It may have been for a child's education, or they needed to repair a roof, or make a car payment, or just make two ends of the month come together. And when they earned that amount of money, they could see a little bit farther down the road. It's kind of like lights on your headlights on your car. You can't see too far. Maybe you can see the length of a football field, but once you get to that distance, then you can see another football field down the road. And the same thing happens here when people reach this level of income. It's really a turning point in people's lives. It was a turning point for me, and it has been a turning point for many, many people in this industry. So really, our goal should not be to earn thousands of dollars or millions of dollars, because the realization, the expectation exceeds the realization. It's going to take longer to get there than your attention span. You're going to give up. But if you set a realistic goal, like the $496, and this can literally happen in days. I mean, 62 people is absolutely nothing. I've built teams as large as 3 million people. I didn't do that alone. I did that with the help of many, many other people, but it started out with me. And then it started out with one person, and then two persons, and then three and four and five, and so on, until eventually it grew into a team of over 3 million people. And the same thing will happen for you. You focus on getting those first two, however long it takes. But the magic is really in making at least one invitation a day. Whatever you do on a regular basis, it will begin to multiply. Whereas if you go out and you make an invitation once a week, how excited are you going to be? It's going to take you a long time to grow your business. But if you're doing a little bit every single day, and you can do more than one, but I recommend that you never lay your head on the pillow at night without making at least one invitation. And that invitation, if you do this consistently, every invitation will be worth more than $500 to you down the road. Not immediately, or whether they join or whether they don't join, it doesn't matter. The averages, it will average out to well over $500 per invitation, and probably more like $2,000 or $3,000 or $5,000 per invitation. That's how powerful it is when you make a decision and then you do a consistent amount of work every single day. Okay, so let's move on. I'm not going to go into all the calculators, but you can see very quickly, as you're going to take some of your profits, upgrade to the different levels, and you're going to see your income multiply exceedingly. You don't have to stop at 4 referrals. Obviously, if you're making this kind of income, it's going to be easy to invite other people. When they see your success, they're not going to see you. You're not going to have that great success, those great income stories, immediately. But here's what I promise you: if you stick with it, you be persistent and consistent, you will earn the kind of incomes that will attract other people. And instead of talking to 10 people to get one to enroll, you'll talk to 10 people and have 9 people enroll. That's the difference. So you will continue to refer more people. Obviously, they will do the same. And you can see how $10 can scale up to an infinite amount of income as you go down the levels. The levels go infinite levels deep. So it doesn't stop at 6 or 7. It goes to 100, even beyond 100 levels. So, just take some time and look at the income calculators and set yourself a game plan. The Bible says, write your vision and make it plain. You're never going to have success in anything if you don't have a clear plan. So what I used to do back in the days before the internet, I get a big piece of butcher paper, maybe 3 feet long, and I would tape it to the wall and I'd start drawing circles. And then every time somebody joined my organization, I'd pencil in their name. I'd draw a circle and put their name in the circle and start building out my organization. So I had a vision board, and I was looking at that every day, and I was figuring out how I could, grow my business and make it, grow even faster. And that's what it takes, folks. Anybody can be successful in this industry. I mean, anybody. You know, I came from where I came from. I grew up on a farm. Um, I didn't have any, great speaking skills or anything. I was actually very timid, very shy. I had a very difficult time talking to people, but I stayed with it. If there's one thing that I can hang my hat on as far as, the success I've had is the fact that I just didn't give up. I saw the vision, and that's what I wanted, and I just stuck with it until I became highly successful. But when you do the best that you can, doors and windows will open that will allow you to do much, much more. So what happened with me is somebody saw me struggling, and they offered their help to show me the ropes of the business. And it was really very simple. He showed me you the way he described it was you draw a big circle, and then you divide uh, that circle into 5 parts, and you write a name in each one of those 5 parts. Okay, naturally you're going to start out with one when you find your first person, and then you're going to get those 5, and you're going to work with those 5 to get their 5. Now his number was 5. It doesn't necessarily have to be 5, but that's what I was shown. And then you help those 5 get their 5, and you just keep drawing a circle around the outside circle, and penciling in those names as they come into your organization. And here's the magic really was, number one is you make an invitation every single day. That's number one. Number two is as you get people to enroll, then every day you make you ask them if it's okay if you hold them accountable. Number one, you want to find out their why. What is their reason for joining? Is it that new roof on their house? Is it going on vacation? And then you ask if you can call them every day to hold them accountable. And so you call them up and say, how many invitations did you make today? Maybe they slacked off. They didn't make any. Well, if they know you're calling every single day, and you're not going to hound them, you're just going to call them up and say, I'm here to remind you, you asked me to hold you accountable. How many invitations did you make today? Well, 2 or 3 days in a row of saying I didn't make any, they're going to start thinking, I better make an invitation today because I know my sponsor is going to be calling me up. You see how that works? In this industry, that's one of the reasons so many people fail, is because they're not used to holding themselves accountable. And if you have a job, you're working for a boss, you've got a manager that, they're coming around periodically and making sure that you're doing your job. And so if we come together as a family, as a team, and we hold each other accountable, look at how much more, the people are going to be successful. And then as they start referring people, then you're going to ask them not only how many invitations did you make today, but did you call your personal referrals to hold them accountable? And that's it. That's all it takes to make millions of dollars in this industry. That's all it takes, okay? So it's not this great big question of, what do I do? Who do I talk to? Well, you talk to people just like you. Somebody introduced you and you showed up, right? So how many people today are needing what we have? They're needing help to, with whatever goals or projects that they have. Just putting food on the table, putting gas in their car, making house payments, rent payments, whatever it is. A lot of people are struggling, and we have an answer. May not be for everybody, but it could be for a lot of people if we're willing to share. And somebody shared with you, all you have to do is turn around and share with them. And what's the best way to invite? I like something like, hey, I've got an idea that for you, and it's okay to say no. I've got an idea I'd like to run by you, and it's okay for you to say no. Well, number one, I've taken the pressure off right up front. They know that if they take a look, that they're not going to be coerced into doing something they don't want to do. And frankly, you don't want to coerce somebody, because once you do that, they're not going to do anything anyway. A person convinced against their will is of the same opinion still. It doesn't change their mind. Okay, so you want to not recruit people. Recruiting people is to get them to do something that they don't want to do. Enrolling people is getting people to do something that they're eager to do. And they're not going to be eager to do this, to join BDM, until they see what you have to offer. So invite them to a webinar, invite them to one of your landing pages. So let's quickly look. You've got, okay, make a purchase. Let's talk about this very briefly. If you're using a credit card, you can join with crypto if you want to, cryptocurrency. But if you join with a credit card, you're going to come down here to travel packages, because we have to have a real product in order to be able to work with the credit card processors. Okay, they require us to sell a real product. So what we have, we're working with a company that provides great discounts, the best discounts in the industry. With even a $10,000 guarantee that we provide the best discounts. But these are some actual vacations that you can purchase, $30, $50, $80. And for example, 4 days, 3 nights in Las Vegas for $30. You can use the vacation or not. That's totally up to you. But what happens is when you make this purchase, you add this to cart. Let's say you wanted to add $60, you can hit this twice. And you could do multiples. But then you go up here to the cart. You see you've added $60. You put in your credit card information and pay. There's a little processing fee associated with it. But once you pay, then you're going to get an equal number of credits that you can use just like money in anywhere in BDM. Okay, so you're going to have $30, $60 in credits, however much you purchased. And that's going to show up right here in your credit wallet. You don't even need to worry about that, because once you have the credits, you can go over here to make a purchase. You can go to any one of the Fast Track, for example. And okay, once you make the purchase, it's already taken. Okay, so here's a $20 one. I could take this one. Now I do have money in my e-wallet. See, I could pay with that. I don't have money in my credits, so I can't pay with that. But if you make a purchase of one of the vacation packages, you're going to have credits here equal to the dollar amount that you spent. Then you just go ahead and process your payment, and you're done. Let's look at your websites. Okay, here's a number of landing pages. I encourage you to look through these. We provided a lot of different things. Not everybody is going to want to do things the same way. If you go into a store, if 10 people go into a store, all 10 are going to come out with different things, right? They're not all going to purchase the same things. Well, we have people that they really love to travel. And, one of our people was recently on a cruise. And what's he doing? He's out there signing up people, taking a cruise, signing up people into the travel club or the discount club. They're both the same. One is an annual payment. One is a monthly payment. Some people, they may want they may need a new car. That might be their hot button. So we have a landing page for cars. Okay, and it has a nice video. Have you ever dreamed of owning the car of your dreams? Not just any car, your ultimate dream machine. But let's face it, saving up enough cash can feel impossible. But what if there was another way? A smarter way? A way to pay cash for your dream car without breaking the bank? Introducing the BDM Car Club, where we turn dreams into reality through community-powered crowdfunding. For just one-time payment of $50 and no monthly fees, you're in. That's right, one-time cost, no strings attached. But here's the best part. Refer just 3 friends and you're already in profit. It's simple math. Grow your network, grow your rewards. The more you participate, the sooner you'll be driving away in your dream car. From luxury sedans to rugged SUVs, exotic supercars to timeless classics, the choice is yours. Any make, any model, all based on your level of participation. Use our income calculator to decide how much you want to earn, whether you're aiming for a modest commuter car or the ride of a lifetime. We'll help you map out the quickest path to your success. This isn't just about cars, it's about freedom. Freedom to drive any car you want, when you want. So, who do you know who would also like to pay cash for their dream car in the next few months? Join the movement, change your life, and drive off into the future you've always imagined. BDM Car Club, your dream car, powered by you. Okay, so imagine you go down, you shop for a new car. Go down to go visit some dealerships and take some cards with you. Take some business cards. So we have marketing tools right here. Got let's look at the flyers here. BDM Car Club right here. Never make car payments again. So you walk into the dealership, test drive a car, hand a card to the salesman. The salesman might go to your website, check it out, and see how he or she could pass these cards out to potential buyers that come into the dealership. Okay, not everybody who comes into the dealership drives out with a new car, do they? And it might be because they don't have the money available to make the down payment or pay cash for the car. So this person starts passing out cards. As these people, I mean, if they're really shopping for that new car, what happens when they get home? They're probably going to go to the website, possibly join. You see how this could go viral. Same thing could happen. You know, you go to the grocery store and you pass out, a flyer for saving on groceries. Never pay for groceries again. Just be outgoing. Say, hey, I've got an idea for you. Might help you save money on groceries. Can I give you a card? Yeah, people could save money on groceries. Are they going to take a card? Probably so, especially if you've got a smile on your face and you're friendly. They'll probably take your card, possibly go home, check your website, and join. So there's many, many avenues of how you can meet new people, drive traffic to your website, to your business,